Hey ho! Welcome to the Splatoon League 2020. Well, that's what I'm calling it anyway. Um, just something I came up with when I was when I was playing the Wii U and for the win. Um, when the first Splatoon game came out, I made a Splatoon thing each week called Squid of the Map, which is literally you took all four modes of the original game. You played them twice over the night, and then whoever had the most wins in it won the night. And then obviously, um, um, if it was a tie, it went down to how many times the kills. So now I've repackaged it for Splatoon 2, which is a little harder because they don't record as much stats. But hey ho, here we go. There we go. So it's just a quick summary of what it is. It'll go over the 24 maps, or at the end of the day, we can do it whichever way we want. So, and then we'll split it in two. So, if we did the full 24 maps, we could do the 12 rounds, which will be split into the modes over two maps in each tournament, which is like each week. And then there'll be six awards determined, which is the top prize of the MVP, which we'll explain later. And then all the points and scores will be tallied up to crown the grand champion at the end of the league. So the tournament format will be six matches on each night, and it'll be, as you see it there, Turf Wars, Splat Zones. If I could actually spell splat, that would be good. Rainmaker, back to Turf Wars, which I'll explain why I'm doing that. Two Turf Wars, and then Crowd Control, Tower Control, and Clan Blitz. And just one thing I didn't put down was, in terms of playing the matches, it's exactly the same as you would normally. There's no, like, when you're playing the six matches, you won't notice any difference. It's what I'm doing in the background, collecting all your scores and seeing which you win. So the only difference will be is in between the matches, all the teams will be randomised for every single match. So the team you're in the first match, which is Turf Wars, will be different to Splat Zones, Rainmaker, because at the end of the day, this is an individual scoring tournament, not a team tournament, because it's taking into account the best player, not the best team. And here's the awards. Cover agent, obviously the most ink spread during the two turf wars, so that's why there's two turf wars. So you may have a good match and a bad match, but you have to be the best in both to get this one. Ink Slayer, obviously most colours. Tech Specialist, the most time you use your specials. Fresh Success, most wins overall. If you are in the winning team the most times, that's what you get. And then Jude's MVP is most highest positions. So this is you overall did the best over all six matches. You don't necessarily have to be on the winning team, but you were the best player overall in each of the match types. Little Jude's Thanks for Playing award, the wooden spoon essentially, unfortunately, but just something wee extra to try not to get. And then the league results, all scores tallied up at the end, so you won't know until I get all the info and stats done. Um, for all the rounds, I'll be there switching the players and just looking over everything. So that means at the end of each match, I'll take a screenshot, and then I'll take all those screenshots, stick it into a spreadsheet with all your information, and then that's when I'll be able to tally those votes and give out the awards, which will probably be in a day or two, or at least midweek at the latest, hopefully. So a league awards for overall. So if we did the 12 matches or whatever amount of rounds that we decide to do, there'll be the top ones of cover agent, ink slayer, and technical specialist. The grand champion will be determined firstly by obviously the most wins. Whoever is in the team with the most wins will win overall. But if there's a tie in that, then it'll go to your highest positions. So, and then if that's a tie, then it'll go to kills. And if we need to, it'll go on how well you did inking the place up. So, like I said at the start, there'll be 12 in total. Like, if we could extend it and make it one map per round, which you could go into 24, but that might be too much to get 8 to 6 people a week for a consistent amount of time. But like I says, requires 6 to 8 people each week or whenever. If we get an odd number, I'll always be there to jump in just to make sure the match goes ahead. If we don't get 5, then it's not worth running the tournament. You could do 2v2, but I'm not the biggest fan of that. And then, as a group, whoever puts in will pick a weeknight. Usually when you did the Nintendo Players UK tournament, it was every Sunday night, which I could do, or I could try and do, but we'll talk about that down the road to see who's available and at what time. It could be a weekly or fortnightly format, whatever most people think about. Fortnightly probably would work best, so you're not counted on every Sunday night. And then a league schedule will be made up so everyone knows what's happening. So player participation. Like I said, we need at least 6 to 8 players to start the thing. The full number's not required every week. As long as, well, I put down 6, but as long as 5 can play, I can jump in to put the numbers up. And then the league averages will determine the grand champion. Because, yes, in real life, every team must play all their matches, but unfortunately, life gets in the road for many of us, and we wish we could play more, but we can't. So I thought, if everyone's happy, this is why I want to put this in. If we did 12, you would have to at least participate in 8 tournaments to qualify to be grand champion. So it'll be averages anyway, like I said, so it's like all your wins will be it'll be all totted up to see. Can't talk this morning. Yeah, it is in the morning I'm doing this because that's when I only had time to get this done. But yeah, it's just all your scores will be added up and it'll be divided by the number of times, the number of tournaments that you were in, and then that'll determine the grand champion. But if everyone plays everything, then I won't need to do that. It just allows people who didn't get that chance. So I think that's everything explained, but as this is the end of it, what's your thoughts? Do you like this? Do you not? It's just I've sort of done this in the past, and I thought in between potentially the next Splatoon League, if it's coming from Nintendo Players UK, I know they were talking about it, and I know the guys are trying to get it sorted, probably potentially for the second half of the year. But right now, might be something fun to get the team back together and just keep your skills sharpened for the next tournament. And it gets a lot of other players in. Because I said we need at least 6 to 8. If we have 12, to 16, up to 16 wanting to be involved, well, that's brilliant. We'll just have to split it into matches and then we can swap out the players. I'll randomly put people into um, two different sets of matches, and then you'll just be randomised in those groups for each week. So we can talk about it when everyone signs up. So let me know what your thoughts are, and then just get back to me. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.